All right, so this is gonna be my it's gonna be a quick video from your favorite Force ghost in a random temple, doing absolutely nothing, sitting in chairs, just scrolling on. So I watched the 2 episodes of The Skeleton Crew, and I just want to, it's been like 2 days, so spoilers. No, I don't have anything for you like that, but I just want to give my piece before the bullshit starts, right? I already knew from the very beginning that the Skeleton Crew was going to be a whatever show because it's made for kids. It's very highly made for kids. It's kind of like old Star Wars, kind of. So, and they said they weren't going to put any characters in it. So I already knew that this show wasn't going to rock the boat in any shape, way, or form, right? I already knew that. But what I kind of want to bring to light is, right, and what I kind of already knew what was going to happen, is just people pretending like we don't know what everyone's doing, you know what I mean? Like we don't get it, you know? So let me just scroll, right? Let me just scroll on Twitter for a second. Let's see if I could scroll and show you something without any suggestive videos popping up like it's a landmine. So we got some usual suspects here, right? We got this one guy. I see this guy all the time, Jacob. And I just said to him, he's like, I'm glad to see that there's no hate towards the kids, and I didn't see any hate comments and blah, blah. But it's basically, you can see it here, but that's the gist of it. And my responses to that is yeah, man, were you expecting that? Is that what you wanted to see? Because that's what they live on, right? And just notice something. Just notice something. Instead of because there's no people to find hate for them, except for I don't know, I saw the Knights of Melvin say something, but that guy's a troll. He was always going to say something bad. Besides people like that, right? There wasn't going to be anything. So they have nothing to say. So what do? They go right back to the Acolyte. And try to make it seem like they're looking for arguments. Right? Let's check some other usual suspects. Right? All right. Here, let's skip landmines. Not today. OF whores. But they all right, here we got Star Wars theory, right? And what is he saying? He's basically saying he puts up a picture of young Anakin from episode 1, which I also like. I like that they had him in there. And he's just like, win. Because again, the show doesn't have anything for you to be mad at. It's a kid's show. Just like I didn't watch The Resistance because I was way too kiddie for me. Even though I watched the Clone Wars and Rebels, I didn't watch The Resistance because 1, I don't like those movies. And 2, I just that's way too kiddie for me. It's Clone Wars is kiddie. But if you're even more kiddie than Clone Wars, then I'm not really going to watch it. But I kind of watch everything live action, right? Even though it is for kids, I watched it with my son. He seemed to like it, but he kind of doesn't get it. He just calls everybody Luke. So the usual suspects, right? And Star Wars theory isn't saying anything, but just can you feel it in the air? They really want something to be done. They're looking for hate for kids, right? But they try to tell us yo, that's us. The people that hate on shitty Star Wars because you make shitty stories, we're the hateful ones. But just watch very closely. The usual suspects that I'm a victim and I'm like Sawyer, for example, right? I can't see what she's posting because she blocked me. Because she blocked me. But hey, man. What do I have to say, you know? But, like, people like her and people like Jacob or the Mace Windu guy, the people that just straight up try to be victims and try to play this, like, morality thing. They're like, well, obviously, yeah, believe the sign. You know what I mean? Like, the regular run-of-the-mill bullshit. And you just have to wonder, like, who really is the hateful ones here? Is it us for pointing out flaws? Like, I can sit here and point out flaws about the Skeleton Crew, because I'm sure there's plenty. You know, my only flaw to the show is probably the acting of kids, but you can't really fault the kids for that because all kids are bad actors, except for I think the only kid actor that I liked was Macaulay Culkin. You can't all be Macaulay Culkin, you know what I mean? Even that kid got a lot of hate from episode 1. They put up his face up there. Like I said, I like that they did that, but like, yeah, that kid got a lot of hate because he wasn't that great of an actor. You know, a lot of kids aren't. You know, you only get a Macaulay Culkin once in a generation kind of a thing. Like, I don't even think we got any good kid actors. Oh wait, I forgot the Stranger Things people. Those are a bunch of kid actors that are actually pretty good, and you know they're getting a lot of work because they're good. So like you really, it's really like for you to say like, oh, they're bad actors, like that. Yeah, it's normal. You know what I mean? Like that's the only flaw. That's the only real flaw. But like it's for kids. It's not for me. So like you're not gonna get any hate. And I just find it funny like how these people think that we're the bad people. We're the bad guys when they're literally waking up in the morning like, the Skeleton Crew just came out. Let's see if there's any hatred for kids. Oh, wow, isn't it great that there's no hatred for... And they try to hide it like they weren't looking for it. They try to hide themselves like they're not looking for the hate. Because you have to understand what it is for them. They're looking for the hate because they want to stand on a pedestal and be like, hey, look at me. Look how good I am. I don't hate kids. Yeah, no one does. No one hates kids. What is wrong with you people? What's my review of the show? It's pretty good, actually. It has better action than, I would say, even Ahsoka. Ahsoka's action was so bad, man. Holy crap, was the lightsaber fights terrible. But this show has really cool action scenes and is pretty brutal too. Like when the robot was burning that guy's face with the heat. I was like, damn. I was like, Jesus Christ. This is a kid's show and you're burning people to death. You know. And, even the first part, like, with the, like, another thing I liked about it, like, they got that wolf guy. You see that wolf guy in the first episode 4. And, I was like, oh, cool, Wolfman. And they've never done anything with it. So it's cool that they're using some guys that they don't normally use. You know, overall, the show's good. More or less. You know, it was never going to be anything crazy. So whatever comes from it is probably going to be fine. And they'll probably have another one. You know? And I'll give you my 2 cents. If this guy's a Jedi, he's probably not a Jedi. He's probably some Sith guy that just went away. Or he just, whatever. He might show up later. But yeah, that's my 2 cents about it. Skeleton Crew's good. And just watch out for these people that pretend to be holier than thou when they're literally looking for hatred. And since they don't get it, they're still on the Acolyte. And it's kind of funny too because like that's kind of what Disney's doing also, because they can't drum up viewership with just good intentions, right? They can't just be like the show's good and everyone loves it. No, they know what works best. They know that hatred works best. So what they do, they had that other Manny guy being like, no, yeah, the Acolyte, Might still come out, maybe. And now you have people online fighting about that. Just so Star Wars is on the top of the, top of the list in the algorithm, so you can maybe get to the Skeleton Crew. And for that, I think it's pretty sad. Pretty sad to me. So that's my 2 cents about it. So, take it from me, your favorite Force ghost, and what I think about it. I think it's all right. Action scenes are pretty cool. The kids are okay. Everyone likes Neil. So do I. What a surprise. Everyone likes the cute character. Whoop-de-doo. You're not on a moral high ground. Star Wars you're not going to go to Star Wars Theory and think that he's going to say something. You're not going to find it. And the people that you do find are the biggest trolls in the universe. And let's pretend that they're actually saying a real thing, because they're not. So just take a good look at yourselves, people. People like this Mace Windu or the Jacob guy or whatever Star Wars tourist that has like these weird flags and whatever in their bio, like these tourists that come. Just watch them closely and watch what they say. They're either fighting about the acolytes still, or they're just saying like, oh wow, it's good that no one is as big as a piece of shit as I think they are. I'm on a pedestal. Watch them, and you'll see the truth. Anyways, have a good one, guys. Until next time.
By the time you hear the next pop, the funk shall be within you.